Happy Friday the 13th. I don't think this day is unlucky. I just think it's funny that it happened to be during the month that I'm doing VEDIM. We used to have a lot of Care Bear books when I was a kid, and I remember in one book there was a kid who was having a bad day or like a bad week or something, and the kid was sure that it was because of bad luck, and then Good Luck Bear comes along and he's like, "There's no such thing as bad luck." I agree with that. That's kind of always stuck with me. Then again, it was coming from a bear who magically had 4-leaf clovers appear, so I'm gonna be real with you here. I stayed up really late last night. Much later than I would have preferred, because I was working on an engineering project. Thus is the life of an engineering student. In group projects where you split up the work, you often have periods of time where you're just kind of waiting for other people to do their work and finish that up so that you can move along with your things. And in this case, it was the night before when I could move along with my things, because I basically had to write a technical report which detailed where I am in the process of this project I'm working on. And a lot of the report was just like, well, I'm waiting for the hydrology engineer. I'm waiting for the transportation engineer. The architect just decided he wanted to change the location of the building on the site. So I don't know what I'm supposed to do. I'm like in charge of getting permits. I'm in charge of making sure that the site is okay to work on. I'm in charge of like figuring out what contaminants we have on this site, because it was basically a whole bunch of landfills in the 50s. So that's what I've been working on. And today I'm just really out of it because I don't do late nights well to begin with. And then when it's a late night that is propelled by stress, rather than just like a late night because I'm reading a book or playing a video game, it just affects me even more. I'm looking forward to not having to do this as often, because I'm pretty sure in like the real world, when you have a real person job, I do this, but I do call it a real person job, and like correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure that most of your work occurs during the work day, and that you don't like work all day and then go home and continue to work all night, and then the next day you go back to work. Constantly. Like, that's what you do as a student. You go to class, which is your job, basically. You might also have a job that pays you so that you can pay for things, and then you have your schoolwork, which is also your job. You just have your job all day, every day. And some people like cut out times for social times, or sleeping, or doing things that they enjoy, because that's really important to your mental health and your physical health. Something I'm not gonna miss about university at all. And some of this is procrastination, but I would say for the most part it's not. In this case, I just couldn't have started any earlier, it wouldn't have helped. And then I was in the same boat as a lot of my other teammates and classmates, because I had people messaging me on Facebook throughout the night just being like, "Why is this software not working?" Or, "I think this alternative is supposed to work better with our goals, but it just isn't," and fun stuff. Am I really washed out in this? I can't tell. I think it doesn't help that I wear blue and purple a lot, and my bed is purple, and my things on my bed are blue, and then my hair is red and my skin is red-ish. In other news, I need a haircut. It's just flopping around, it's just doing its own thing. I might do that today because it doesn't take very much mental processing for me to cut my own hair, which is what I do. I've been cutting my own hair for the past 3 years, 4 years, I don't know. And I just find it's a lot cheaper than like going out and getting a haircut, and takes a lot less effort because I can just do it in my room or in the bathroom on my own time. I can do it at 3 a.m. if I really wanted to. I would not recommend that because I would probably end up like shaving half of my head accidentally. But I do actually have proper hair cutting scissors and clippers. It's not like I'm just taking a pair of normal scissors and going like, let's cut all this stuff off. But as tired and as out of it as I am today, I am feeling much better than I was a week ago. So a big thanks to all of you who sent me well wishes and said, "I hope you get better, I hope you're feeling better." I do appreciate it. I am feeling better. I'm not feeling great right now, but I'm feeling much better in general. And then tomorrow I'm going on a field trip, which is not something that happens very often in college, or even in high school really. The weather has been really gross and rainy and very foggy at times, so I haven't been outside much because it just hasn't been nice and it's been cold. Like, it's the middle of May and there were days that were way better than this in April. Like, my birthday was nearly a month ago and it had way better weather than we've been having. So I'm hoping that tomorrow will be a nice day because we're going to be spending a lot of it outside. We'll see. In the comments below, let me know if you have any Friday the 13th stories or just general paranormal supernatural stories, because I think they're really interesting and they never happen to me. I hope you've had a wonderful week. Happy VEDIM. I'll see you tomorrow. Ew! Oh, gross! Oh, gross! Oh! Oh! Oh my goodness! Oh!